Hey guys, so years ago, Jeff told me some things about my driving, and me and my glorious wisdom, and thought, whatever. Times moved on, old man. Technology's gotten better, their times moved on, and that's just an old school way of doing some things. And me and Jeff don't do everything the same with our horses. We do things quite differently in some different areas. But when it comes to years later, when it comes to pulling as a team and working as a team with a workhorse, you will never find me opening my mouth talking over Jeff, or I shut up and I listen. Some is because Jeff has tremendous more amount of experience with me. Some is because Jeff had a lot more mentors than what I have, and he grew up in a time listening to some Teamsters that really knew their stuff. So I'm going to show you just a few things that I did not get the importance of when I was starting out, and maybe it can help.
Okay, guys, let's use our big imaginations here. Those are horses, those are lines, tugs, etc. Number one thing I completely underestimated, Mr. Fergie told me years ago, a horse can feel your heartbeat through the line. I'm like, yeah, whatever, old man. No, he's exactly right. If you're nervous, if you're not confident, if you're confident, that gets transferred immediately. When that line goes tight, that horse reads everything about you. When that line is loose, all communication goes dead. That horse is doing really whatever the heck he wants. Yeah, he's listening to the other horse, and he's listening to the load through there, but he knows that the other horse is doing what he wants, and so you're building bad habits right off the get-go. So keep your lines tight, and it's amazing what that horse can read from you. And so it's almost like you have to control yourself first before you control the team. I found that in riding and driving. Second thing I did not appreciate, that line goes tight. There's so much communication going on there, it's unreal. But also, that horse is reading his partner through that line. I did not appreciate how well, when that line goes tight, if you have one horse listening to you and not the other horse, the horse is listening to you knows it right away and knows you're not in control and you're not the leader. So you'll ruin a good horse very quickly. You are the team leader. A team is not two, a team is three. Two horses and a man, and you are the team leader. The other thing I did not appreciate is how well and how much they can read through that tug. So they feel everything. They feel every bump. They feel everything through that line or through that tug. But what you need to teach them to do, yeah, they feel each other, but you have to teach them how to take that and translate that. So you want them to nestle up in that collar and come up in that tug and read each other as a team. They're listening to you. You're driving them. They're up in that bit and they're listening to you through there, and they're listening to each other through that bit. But then they listen to each other through the tugs, which allows them to get set up to pull just right, and then they feel the load together at the same time. I'm not saying this from the standpoint of I got this figured out all the time. I'm saying this from a standpoint that it is super cool. It's like a dance. When you're orchestrating it, you're orchestrating thousands of pounds of meat to dance perfectly together with that load. So the horse is reading you through the line. The horse is reading the other horse through the line. The horse is reading the load through the tugs. The horse is reading the other horse through the tug. And the horses are also listening to your verbal commands. So all at once, in unison, in timing, in sync, the horses are listening to 5 different things all at once, basically. And there is so much going on there. That's why it's so important to be consistent and to be the team leader. to drive your team.
All right, guys. So I understand that looks very non-impressive, and a lot of you probably aren't going to understand how important that is. But you're teaching the animals the little things that matter, and you can get away with a lot of subpar stuff in the short run, but in the long run, it's going to just keep on coming out worse and worse and worse, especially the more often you work the animal. If you work the animal once a week in the woods, you can get by with a lot of stuff. When you go start working with 3-4 days in the woods a week or something of that nature, you are going to see the good habits come out very strongly very quickly, and you're going to see the bad habits come out very strongly very quickly. So anyway, that's what I did not appreciate. I didn't understand how important that was. I didn't understand how to teach my horses to do that. And I would tell you, when you get it there and the horses start getting it, and you start getting it, it's super cool. So yeah, it's really helped me. And it's really helped my horses. So I just want to pass that along. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.